And finally, it seems as though the cedar of Lebanon has taken root in Australia very well. Great numbers of faithful frequent your churches, particularly your youth. Great vocations, particularly here in Australia and, like you mentioned, in America. Why do you think this is so? And you're flanked with your Bishop of Sydney, of Australia, so I'll ask him the same question. But why do you think that the Maronite youth are so attached to their faith? They really demonstrate themselves in numbers, where a lot of the other churches, including the Latin Rite Church in Australia, numbers are dwindling.
Because the Maronites has had many difficulties throughout their history, and they were always attached to their religion, to their faith. And when they came here, they are always Maronites, and they are attached to their religion, to their traditions. They do not change. Their family, actually. Exactly. There is no reason to change.
Bishop Ad, you're the third Maronite bishop of the Diocese of Australia. You have taken over a diocese which is flourishing well. The seeds were initially planted by Archbishop Khalifi and then by his successor, and now you're the third bishop. You talk about Maroniteness very much in the media. Please explain that to us.
I talk about Maroniteness, and I was the first one to use this word because I wanted to say, when we talk about Maroniteness, we talk about the spirituality of the Maronites, the way of life, our liturgy, our way of prayer, etc. That's what I call Maroniteness, and we stress a lot about to live our Maroniteness at home, in the families, and to live the values of our Maroniteness in the families. This is what we are stressing. And here our Patriarch is coming today. He will preside the forum that we will have the 10th, 11th, and 12th of July. And that forum is the first in the history where delegates from all over the world, from all the dioceses of the world, Maronite dioceses of the world, they are gathering all together to think and to reflect about their Maronite and identity, their Maronite way of life, their Maroniteness, to think about it and to see how they are going to live that Maronitis in the future, because they say that many Maronites are outside of Lebanon, and they were all in Lebanon first. Most of them were Lebanese, and they were speaking Arabic. Now we say, and his beatitude is in his visits all over the world, is saying that a lot of Maronites, they don't know how to speak Arabic, and they say we are Brazilian, we are from Argentina, from Mexican, or wherever. And but they are still linked with their roots of their Maroniteness. And they are going to think in that forum how the Maronite church is going to be and to continue in the future, and how they are going to perpetuate that Maronitis in the future. We are going to listen to our young people, to listen to them and see with them how we are going to look to the future.
Very finally, John the 23rd, the great Pope John the 23rd, once described the Maronites as the rose between the thorns, being the rite within the church that has stayed constantly united with the successor of Peter. Finally, would you like to give us a blessing and your message as Patriarch of the Maronites?
This has been said before, long before the Pope John the 23rd, because the Maronites are there in Lebanon since a very long time, and they have suffered many hardships, and so they are resisting to all the difficulties to be attached to their faith. Actually, they are spreading over all the world. But actually, certainly, I said to the Maronites, wherever they are, especially in Lebanon, to be strong, faithful, and to have God for their indicator to have the yes, the way they have to live in. And we are praying for the Maronites and all the faithful to be united to Christ.
Thank you very much, Your Beatitude,
Welcome.
for taking the time to talk to us.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Thank you,
Your Lordship.
and we thank you too.